Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders at Greatmillstone, and salutations and blessings to the hopeful members of the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching this word in sincerity and truth, the 144,000 house of David, as well as the men, women, and children who are part of the 1/3 that's allotted to be delivered, the true believers and the true worshipers in these last days. Quick video, as you can see on the screen. Bishop Eddie Long, dead at 63. This guy right here is a so-called pastor, which I'm sure all brothers know by now. And he was a homosexual. And he was a leader of a mega church and one of the most, according to Esau, one of the most influential mega church pastors and wealthy pastors in America. And the Most High took his ass out, and the Most High plagued him with a cancer that ate his ass up so fast, man. Within the matter of 7 years, ate his ass up from the inside out. And to show you some pictures of this guy, let me pull up another tab to show you the Most High plagued him ASAP when he got into the news on when he was in the news for popping them teenage boys behind the scenes. Now this is him looking all healthy, and this is him. Look how the Most High totally was eating his ass. Look at his hand. Most High gave him a virus the doctors couldn't, all that money he was making couldn't help him. Look how full his face is here. And when you look here, Most High was erasing his ass. Like that movie Thinner. Because he was a wicked ass nigga, man. He was wicked. And the Most High took his ass out. And more major, because he was a celebrity. He's no pastor. He's a celebrity, man. That used the word of the Most High to get his riches. You know what I'm saying? Because in this article, going back to this article here, he was the pastor of a church that had 25,000 members. So you already, with just that many amount of members, you already know how much money he was making on a weekly basis. You know, a week, if his whole congregation gave $1, he was making $25,000 a week, which we know damn well that you had Negroes a part of this church giving way more money to be lied to. The year of death, destruction, and diligence. See, the Most High ain't playing, man. Most High gonna start. He ain't starting. He already smiting you wicked ass people, man. Let me play a little bit of this.
It's already going down. Mega Church Bishop Eddie Long was one of America's most influential, wealthy, and powerful preachers. All the things that God has spoke to you, all of it, you got to declare it. I'm making a sealed official announcement. God has not changed his mind about me. He has not changed his mind about you. Declare it, affirm it, walk in it. A boisterous, confident sermon, even though it came just a few months after he had been accused by several young men of coercing them into having homosexual sex. They said they had viewed Long as a father figure and alleged he lavished them with gifts and trips before eventually pressuring them into sex. Strong allegations, especially considering Eddie Long was such a strong critic of homosexuality.
See? Here it is. He was a critic or so-called preaching. He was preaching against homosexuality, but he is a guy. He was a goddamn faggot. You know, he was a faggot. Because if you wasn't guilty, why would you pay them boys off, man? Why would you give them money just to shut them up?
Not say I was born this way. I don't care what scientists say. If you say you were born this way, then you're saying, God, you're a liar. You can be converted. You were not born that way. The bombast of Bishop Eddie Long, who had packed tens of thousands of people in a suburban Atlanta.
Look at all them Negroes, man. Look at all these. The Most High gonna kill a lot of niggas, man. Look at all these Negroes in the audience, man, thinking they getting the word of the Most High. Look at this shit, man. And he's just one of these wicked ass pastors, man. He's just one. Most High gonna start killing a lot of you wicked ass pastors, man. I'm gonna just, uh, read a little bit of this, and I'm gonna go to the scriptures. I'm gonna start right here. It says, Long died after a battle with an aggressive form of cancer because the Most High plagued his ass, and it just ate him from the inside out, man. According to a statement by New Birth Missionary Baptist Church, Bishop Long was known as one of the most influential faith leaders in the world. Bullshit. Bullshit. You know? Because all these people in this church right here ain't got no faith. They ain't got no goddamn faith. They don't know the meaning of faith. You know, our people like to be lied to, man. Our people love to be lied to. The Most High finna start smiting these wicked ass pastors, man. You know, because if he was a man of the Lord, what is he doing dead, man? He wasn't no man of the Lord. He was a goddamn pimp. It says, the church said in this statement, he stood strong as a kingdom builder. Bullshit. Pioneering leader and revolutionary mind changer. He was a faggot, man. Using the word of the Most High to get riches. It says, although his transition leaves a void for those of us who loved him dearly, we can celebrate and be happy for him, knowing he's at peace. His wife Vanessa Long said in a statement, she finna inherit all that money. At its peak, New Birth Missionary Baptist Church had about 25,000 members. You know? 25,000 members, man, to be lied to. And that's not including when these churches take their so-called ministries on the road like a goddamn concert. It says Belong had a controversial past. In 2010, he and his church settled a lawsuit filed by 4 young men who accused him of pressuring them into sexual relationships while they were teenagers and members of his congregation. So he was a faggot. So the Most High killed his ass, man. That's why he dead, man. And he was lying with the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's why he's dead. And if he was innocent, why pay off somebody? If you innocent and you a man of the Most High, what you paying people off for? You know, the Most High is finna start killing people. He's already starting, man. You know, that's pretty much. I don't need to read no more on this article, man. But let me go to the scriptures because I didn't want to make this long at all. 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 6, it says, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. So Eddie Long was brought down to the grave, you know, and the Most High killed his ass. Psalm 68 and 20, it says, he that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto the Most High Yahweh belong the issues from death. So the Most High plagued him with this aggressive form of cancer to kill his ass. To kill his ass, man. And that's what happened. Out of there. Finito. Finished. Now he up in the spiritual world in his right mind. You know? Jeremiah 5:26 on down. And I'm going to end it with this scripture. It says, for among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men. Which, when you go back to this, this dude was a multi-millionaire, man. And how did he do it? Off of these peons believing that he was a man of the Lord. That was a trap. And he all these men in his audience, which, you know, majority of these people are women, but they were trapped and they were caught in this dude's trap of him claiming to be a man of the Lord, putting on them goddamn theatrical sermons. Verse 27, as the cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and waxing rich. And he was rich. He was a multi-millionaire. He paid them four boys millions to shut up. He paid them millions. He was flying them around Babylon in private jets, popping them, man. And them faggots got smart and said, shit, them little faggots he turned out basically said, look, we're gonna go public to get paid. And that's exactly what they did, and they got what they wanted. They got paid. Millions. You know? Verse 28. They are waxing fat, they shine. Like right here, man. Look at this shit. Look at this guy, man. He's shining. Or he was shining. And not the spiritual shine. He was shining with the worldly shine. You know? He had private jets and shit, man. All kind of money. Look, Most High destroyed him. Destroyed him. And look at this, a before and after shot. This is a matter of 7 years, from 2010 to up to the Most High destroyed and straight killed his ass. He was like a different person. You know what I'm saying? He was waxing fat. They are waxing fat. They shine. They overpass the deeds of the wicked because he was being wicked. And he overpassed the deeds of the wicked. He was using the word of the Most High, claiming to be a man of the Most High, and he was a faggot while he was doing it. He was a straight up homosexual while he was doing it. And he was by him doing that, he knew about the witchcraft behind popping boys to gain money and fame in this society, because that's why he did it, man. You know, what you people gonna find out? All these people that's in the limelight, whether they pastors, R&B singers, or any form of entertainment, they all homosexuals and faggots, man, and lesbians, weirdos and warlocks. That's what you finna find out in these last days, man. It says they judge not the cause of thy fatherless, yet they prosper. You know? Here it is. They not breaking the word down to you properly, giving you the proper understanding of the word of the Most High, and they prospering, man, because you dummies pay these niggas, man. It says, and the right of the needy, do they not judge? They not judging right, man. They not breaking the scriptures down right. Verse 29, shall I not visit for these things, saith Yahweh? And that's what happened with Eddie Long. He was visited by the Most High. The Most High visited his ass with an aggressive form of cancer and took his ass out. It says, shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? A wonderful and a horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesied falsely, because those men that's pastors, Bishop Eddie Long, Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, all these so-called Negro pastors, these mega church pastors, your neighborhood pastors, black neighborhood Christian church pastors, Seventh-day Adventist pastor, they prophesied falsely because they're not warning you of the true impeding dangers of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's wrath that's getting ready to be released on the planet Earth. Their whole thing is the prosper doctrine, prosperity, to sell you a dream that ain't gonna come to pass. It says, and the priests bear rule by their means, and my people love to have it so. That's why you got all these goddamn Negroes. Look at all these Negroes, man. Look at all these Negroes. That's why you got them all in there. They love to be lied to, man. And you got Issachar right here, man. And what will ye do in the end thereof? Eddie Long, what'd he do? He got sent to the spirit world. So his whole congregation, what you gonna do in the end when all hell breaks loose? Because you ain't been warned. You haven't been forewarned of the dangers and the trial and tribulation, the hour of temptation, the time of Jacob's trouble, the uh, the 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 breaking down of the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. You don't know nothing about that. So what you gonna do in the end thereof? You gonna die just like your pastor, Bishop Eddie Long. That's what's gonna happen. So with that, man, that's all. I just wanted to hit that real quick. But Bishop Eddie Long, stroke, this homosexual pastor, dies at 63. And a lot more people are gonna die. See, the Most High is moving quick. A lot of you major so-called celebrities, people that's in the limelight, the Most High finna start touching. Scoffers and scorners, you're gonna be touched by Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, put to death. And with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.